Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're playing Wildermyth. I believe we're in the final chapter, but I can't remember. But we got stuff to do. We really just have Corner the Drow Warlord at Weldwall. But that's still something. Should we secure, or should we just... they're clearing out an infestation. I think we just gotta go for it. Let's wait till they're done. Oh, Geometry of Magic. I don't think I've done this one. Things in Clover Pass are drunk or sleeping. The last greasy lights wobble in quiet windows. At least, mostly quiet. I hope I'll drink so happily when I retire. I hope I reach retirement. The merry stumbler scrapes along the back alley, fragments of foamy song following after, fading into the early dew. The night doesn't slosh so easily in every belly. You're putting on a good brood. I can respect it. Just lately, I don't know. Don't worry about it. I know what it is. I don't even know what it is. You're out of shape. Have to exercise more. Have to get your blood going. Your lungs pumping. Seems basic, but the body is an instrument that plays better in tune. Imri, normal people don't... What? What's that face for? Because I just had the perfect idea. There's this mystical order, they live out in seclusion, they're all about training the body to unshackle the mind. I'm sure they teach us one or two tricks. At least give us a quiet meal. Okay, what are we doing? She says no. Hey, that sounds like something you'd enjoy. I'll pass. Yeah, seems right. Okay, I'm just waiting for them to clear out that infestation. Right? Are you not patrolling, children? Back. I want people to heal is my concern. I want to be going into this fully blessed. Wait, what is... Okay, so F. Oh, so we have to kind of choose it? Okay, we might as well while we're waiting to heal. Okay, I don't want to take him because he might die. Lenquist. I think I'm gonna take you, bud. Because, yeah, look at Emery. She's not... We're not healed. Where is that incursion going? Okay, well, the rest of the group is gonna go prepare defenses. So, Whaley, Wartana, Einlin, and Einer. Since they don't want to patrol, I'll send you here. Over generations, a modest compound has grown near Aldercall Weaverworks. Some folks have come here to gain wisdom and strength, while others grew up inside its protection. It's a place of relative seclusion, inhabited by an order of knights focused on peacefully honing their bodies and minds to work in concert. We don't want to disturb you. If you wish to speak to the dead, you'll find it easy enough. If you wish to listen to them, that's the real trick. Alright. I could talk to a butterfly, a blade of grass, an angled shadow in the corner, but to hear these things, to really attend to what they say or sing, I must assemble a codex within my own body for interpreting all I sense. Yeah. Want some nut bread? Without another word, he turns and leads them down a hill path, darkened and dappled by sun-threaded cloud cover, into a sparsely treed field, rolling in green-strewn land marked by low, gentle walls. There it is, a nice nut loaf. Hey, listen, Imri here convinced me we were going to go do some kind of Well, there's apparently this group of philosopher knights making their home around here. Is that you? You mean the Warless Order? Yeah? That is us. You want training then? I see. The wise seeker doesn't ask for bread, but for the skill of baking. Is it really what you're planning on wearing, though? Yes? Yeah. Oh, alright. Those are good training outfits. Well then, pleased to meet you. I'm Loctus. Bringing the thought self and the meat self together begins with your name, but it's only the beginning. Meat self? I love that. Together we'll make the metaphysical much less meta and a lot more physical. Over the next week, they train, eat, and sleep on a schedule. Loctus's style is... let's find out. Exploratory and unsteadying. Okay. It's a week full of experimental astrologies, prolonged discomfort, and the recalibration of sense and reflex. Sunset approaches on their final day of training. Loctus leads them into the closeness of a nearby wood. The resinous air sparkles. He halts. Exertion is that way by which body and mind are exhausted, and from exhaustion springs growth. Exerting mind and body together, we access the geometry inside of ourselves. Geometry. You're speaking a metaphor? The shape you make, your spirit, meat, and bones. Didn't you know the basis for magic? It's not an ethereal energy. It's present in the alignment of every physical thing. You can channel and direct it if you're conscious and practice enough. Sensing and manipulating that geometry makes you powerful. Well, what about biceps? They're meaningless now? Are you kidding? Biceps definitely matter. Uh-oh, random encounter. Out of a sudden shadowy knot of smoke comes an ambush. Okay. Let's see what we learn. Alright, Lindquist, I'm gonna have you go over here. And then you can throw a rock. Good job, buddy. Imri, come stand with Wynn. Rude. Yeah, baby. Okay, where's my D4? That is a 2. Battle dance. Okay. I'm gonna salvage that. Strap of power. Okay. Let's give it to Einlin. Where did they come from? Were we betrayed? No, that was just Hudson and Star. Stand up, you rascals. The ostensibly dead cultists rise sheepishly to their feet and tug off their disguises. Loctus, take it seriously. Hi, ladies. This cool guy's Hudson, and that ploppy, humorless ogre is Star. Think of it as a final test. An easy one, perhaps, given your abilities, but one you've certainly passed. I guess we'll go back to our nightly philosophizing. I prefer to think of it as a philosophical knighting. Am I right? Ugh, I'm glad they're gone. But anyway, what was I saying about enlightenment? Ah, yes. Surpassing our limits always takes reconfiguring. We're redrawing the lines inside ourselves. If we do it with carefulness and wisdom, the new shapes inside us grow more aligned. to the geometry of magic, the geometry of all things. They leave the woods, a small, silent procession. Bidding their instructor farewell, they embark on a journey across the night. They walk long enough that all the stars have sprouted. It's like learning a new language, maybe. Never a single summit. Fluency improves by dawns and delays. You train towards naturalness. Anyway, we got some good exercise in. There's something in our movements. When I mastered a skill or emotion, that's when I felt it. Some call it grace. Think it's that simple? Mist takes form, but they keep marching to the verge of dawn. Thinking back, I'm glad you dragged me out of the tavern. So return the favor and drag me back to it. Alrighty. Good dang. Okay, she is just crushing it. 3 broad swipes. Okay, so we are mostly healed. Kind of. I guess. I hate bringing her, but I'm going to. Whaley, you're coming. I'm not thrilled that you're not healed yet, but that's fine. I got warriors. Einlin needs to come. Should we bring the child? I don't know if I should bring the child. He's only 1 star. Wartana, 3 stars. Linguist, 1. Okay. Wartana it is. And then everybody else, you two, essentially, will go and build defenses. Alright, hammer waiter stand. Okay, yeah. It's a final fight of the chapter. Okay. Weldwall is the ruin of the Elnish city of Uneth. It smells faintly of eggs. Warlord. Scouts have spotted soft skulls. Down the wet road they come, protected by Trunk and Muck and Murkflow. Sending the Wingsen away seems foolish now, but it is as I said to her. Brassal does not forget us. Up there is Traba, see? Traba is always a lucky vision for me, since I first saw. Good marking. Symbol? Sign. Of the great fate that reached out for me. The company approaches by way of a slim road that strays through sulphurous swamp. Good thinking on this one. They can't get to us in here. My best ideas always involve mud. Slicky, icky, sticky old mud. Well, I, for one, am pleased to be finally participating in lizard politics. I like the short guy. At the end of the path, the ruins begin. Past them swells a misted slope. I was picturing a bigger city. Guess a lot was buried? Hilltops are for warlords. Can we survive the climb? Scatter his fires, shred his flags, and I wager he'll come down to us. 3 skull ward. That's a lot. Don't love that. Destroy his banners. Okay, well, where are they? Where is a banner? Is that a banner? That is a bird. Okay. I was gonna say let's split up, but let's not. Alright, I'm gonna have you go over here. Whaley, let's interfuse. Just in case. You never know what's coming. Wartana, let's get your butt over here. Einlin, let's get you over here. And Imri. I guess with Wartana. Here they come to wreck the day! Alright, Whaley, can you... Well, great, but you know what? Get him. Alright, Wartana, let's get you closer. Einlin, let's have you do a through shot. Imri, let's just get you here. Yeah, now they're going to be real sad about it. Alright. I am deafened, but that's okay, because I can give you a whack. Alright, Whaley, get a little bit closer. I wish I could get the haunt into that, but I can't. Alright, let's get you up close. And whack him. You shoot him so he doesn't have Spectre Step. Love that. Have her just do Guardian. Ow! That was my knee! Okay. Okay, so we do kind of need to make our way to wherever the thingy is. Alright, Win. Whaley, let's get you kind of far away so that you can... Yeah, there's that. Alright, Wartana, you're also going to stay here and whack things. Einlin, come sit with Whaley. Do jump jaw in case anything follows. Can you let that on? Start a fire. Yeah. Okay, Imri, you also come here. That was rude. Alright, Win! Whaley? And Wartana. Alright, let's get you over here. Hateful? Alright, well, you are just right here. Oh, that was hateful. Okay, okay. Hateful, hateful, hateful. Can I interfuse with this thing? And what if I just bone lance that way? Will it destroy it? A little bit. Can I kill you now? Yeah, alright. Shoot the bird. And then I need you to come up here. Yeah, attack the scenery. Cool. Guardian. Don't love that. Okay, where, I'm gonna guess it's over here. So we're gonna just come right up to you, buddy. Alright, Whaley, get your butt back here. Wartana. Okay, I need you to come hither. Okay. Oh yeah, you need to really come here. Alright, and then Imri, get as far as you can. Terror Bird, if you want to live, you should stay away from us. Alright, Wynn, let's get you over here. Whaley, let's get you here. Nice. Alright, you come stand with her. Imri, come stand with Wartana. Alright, smash that. Alright, Wartana, get over here. I'm gonna shoot him, actually. Beautiful. And then Imri. Yeah. I see it. Alright, let's deeply upset everyone by hurting the bird. We didn't even hurt the bird. Wartana, hurt the bird. Alright. Einlin. 81. Oh, get that guy. Heh. Okay, Imri. Block him off. Rude. Now he's sad. Alright, you come over here. Traba's scroll showed Versal attacking them, biting their backs. Now we thunder and fling. Now we catch them like frogs between clutching claws. Warlord, we shall fly to victory or the Veld. The warlord's bellow blacks out other sound for the thought-barren moment. Then he comes charging down the hill. Okay. Where is that hoe? Okay, well. For funsies. get everybody together. And then shoot him. Thank you. You do Guardian. Wynn needs to, like, go. Wynn, get over here. Get your butt back here. Now. We are making our stand. Alright, Whaley. So she has a little bit more to interfuse with. And then you're gonna shark trap that way. Beautiful. Alright, Wartana, come up here. I'm gonna have you come here. I don't think you can do a fire, but you can do that. And then I'm gonna have you wait. Imri, come up here. And you are going to Blood Rage and Guardian. Okay. Have her come forward. Okay. I'm gonna compel you to go that way. Wartana, come and stand with your bud. And have you move here so you can get a shot at him. Okay. Alright, let's get him. Whaley, fire... Oh. Really? Y'all gotta be in the way? Alright, well let's compel you to go away. Wartana, kill him. Alright, Imri, 93, 61, not great, 66, so let's do the 93. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. That was a phone call I had to take. Alright, let's start smashing. Yeah! Smash, smash. Fire leash. Rude. Alright, Imri, get a little closer. I love that we killed the big guy first. Einlin, Ike! Okay. Did not appreciate that at all. I'm gonna compel you to go over there. Okay, Emery. Get him. You better run, because we're coming for you. You're in the goddamn list. Compel him to come here? Go there. Alright, Wartana. We did it! Salvage. The mist and gray wet grime of this earth have gotten on everything. Warlord? Einlin? With a groan, his huge hand grips the crossbow from the dirt. No, get Einlin! Crumpling his bow in shaking fingers, Thuvane dies, rolling a low Drauvan curse moan in his throat. Elsewhere, Wingsen, we did not know. Your return was not barked by the bird's keeper. I cannot return to a place I have not been. I left my warlord in danger and came further than expected to find you. Where's Versal? You must leave him too. I wish for a fire, to dry the cloud's kiss off my back. The demon chants mage word, his voice cutting practiced patterns in the candle-sweet air. And finally, in a flat-hammered Yandrik, he sings. Summer follows spring, follows winter, follows fall. Shadows follow moonrise, follows sunshine, follows squall. And fire one day follows fire. The moon's for remembering. They camp at Weldwall, tidying away the Drauvan dead. There's 3 heroes with a long road behind them. Thinking again of the fairground burning, the Drauvan raiders. There's distance now. I have to wonder what we were even thinking. Following them? We were pretty stupid. It's a little wild, isn't it? It was so edgy, especially back then. I don't remember, but I think I hoped Einlin would pay me to throw the staff match. Something is over that night. We must have been stronger than we knew to make it so far. Something is begun. Versal, Thuvane is your warlord. Thuvane is barely Drauvan. He spoke better Yandrik than Thruvail. The dragon turns its head to each voice and makes no noise of its own. His gaze is a geode of every impossible wish I ever harbored. Thuvane's? No. In his summer eyes, warm infinities of intellect. In his subtle mouth, a smile as hungry as the sun. Wingsen Pyarch, you are fortunate enough to stand on the bridge between mean history and the sum of a Drauvan age. A mended people we now are. It is a bridge I built. Did you? From where I perch, I see a Drauv who has laid all his labors on broader, fitter backs. My back was bent, my future bowed, even as I tumbled from the egg. You could never comprehend my life, Wingsen, if you could live it. An all-civic poem. Only my blood was fit. It is dragon blood. Thuvane may as well be an ox, and let him be slaughtered as one. Our people are here. Their king, the Summer King, is here. What do you mean he's dead? Thuvane was meant to die at Weldwall. Do I not understand you rightly? In that moment, no dissemblance can form behind the demon's jaws, so he shuts them. I ought not to have left him behind. I am glad that you did, Pyarch, sister. His voice nests in you. It is not only Pyarch's rigid purpose that is shattered then and remade. The long-settled fate of all things is reconfigured. A dragon has spoken. Summer King, you Kuvan, call me. Titles are for creatures who crawl and crave authority. The truth of me is crown enough. Kuvan, egg-wet little wonder, you cannot know who Thurvain is, or was? His might and force of will are what made your hatching possible, and what made your people strong. And yet I can hear in your voice, sister, a sorrow. He did not listen to you, did he? His ear was wadded with honors, maybe. Summer King, she is not. My name is Sivan. Call me my name. You are old for your kind, and seeming forgetful, so I will excuse it. You should correct yourself. He is alive now, and alert. Do you believe you will control him, too? My listening is sword sharp. Be warned, and be quiet. For now I shall think, and I shall eat. Ox would be good, and sheep, and onions. My gathering thoughts see a picture of the world undragoned. I do not know what has passed in these years, but I'm sure it all wants meaning. This is what I shall give it, I suppose. The night will age and gray. It will be buried in orange light. The first night of Sivan's re-life is musically quiet, a pregnant rest preceding the world's next movement. The Orphan Sword. She's gonna retire. I don't like that. Well, Imri then. Yeah. Okay, 10 years apiece. We have undermined them. During the years of peace, Lenquist wondered what other things the Earthen Witness had seen, so he hiked up on a clear night. The fire smoke swirled in fantastic shapes, though any actual tales proved hard to follow. Judith Louise, it is not time to eat. You stop. Riley remembering the teeth of a little orphaned Hago, Wynne wasn't sure any animal would have her. Then, one bare, brutal winter, she made a friend. She found a boar. Whaley spent time communing with the tortoise in their shared dreams. Einlin and her fire chicken found themselves unsuited to a life of farming, but ideally positioned to ease the burden of an aging blacksmith. Brianna Earthworks presented Whaley's Mythvists with a series of painted pottery commemorating the battle that freed their site. See that big squiggly one? That's definitely me. Einar was acquired by a family of cats for a few seasons. He would watch them stalk birds in the mornings and marvel at what complex systems nature entailed. From nest to wing, the dragon was insatiable. His curious palate wandered. Growing in bone and weight and wit, he left few creatures unawed. The Drauven, once united by Thurvain, soon forgot their old lord. Even had none of them pledged for Swan, the dragon gravity would have bent the nation up around him. Saban's early years passed unmarked by human eyes, well beyond the wilds where even hill painters went. If the predations and hunts of tribute had stayed in those places, likely all would have turned out differently. Whaley's life ran its course in peace and honor, and in the days after her death, a simmering egret seemed to stand vigil on the shore by the house. Sometimes a tortoise would join it. Whaley Hiller is no longer in your company. After many years, Wynne uncovered the secret to ultimate wisdom. Once you get old enough, people just assume you're wise. That's the whole secret. Wynne retired. What? I gave her the big sword! I thought I did. After mulling over the next chapter of her life, Wartana joined the monastic order of the Cloaked Bear, following a spiritual experience one night. And she spent her days joyfully in ritual and contemplation. Sensi Anderwage's son has reached an adventuring age. Venari Anderwage has joined Whaley's Misfits as a hunter. Oh, she has 2 kids! Indo! Okay. Crippling strikes. Love that. Indo gets Flash Cone. Oh, she has to pick somebody. I feel like she would choose the other mage, so Linquist. Cool. Let me get the D4 back. Soul splitting. Okay. Win, I think... I'm gonna roll. Indo. Okay. And Indo is going to get... hardiness. Love that. Alright, I'm gonna roll for this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Venari. Okay. Cool. Didn't quite level up, but that's alright. We will take it. Alright, he has a peg leg and a very big bow. Great. Island needs a better bow. She deserves a better bow at this point. I'm giving her Vigil Keeper, but better. Alright. I'm gonna up his armor a little bit. Imri also needs better armor. Okay, so she got a bow, she got armor. Indo's got a pretty decent bow. I would like him to have a better one. Refunds an action point. Shreds armor and pins enemies. That's cool. Let's do that. And then Venari will get better armor instead. Looks like I actually got a lot of stuff. What else can I do? More armor? Got a lot of fabric. Nope. Okay. Rude. Alright, I don't think that there's anything else I can upgrade. Cool. In the canyon of his hatching, Savan's enclave is a place of natural elegance. In ancient times, he says, he often rested here and wrestled with his siblings, and waged his pleasures on the world. Get off your haunches, dragon! Summer is for cloud tasting! You can see a fine afternoon in the river valley. I was there 2 nights. The linden trees are never so fragrant as now, and the breeze is from the south. It cools the eyes, the neck. The flight itself is fun. How it's common for your kind to make an egg. Many eggs. Since I hatched, I've wondered whether you might make one. I am asked this a lot. I do not expect common questions from you, Saban. So, that is why my neck scales are edge to edge. You're a death-destined species, and you'll leave me alone soon. The egg is immortality. Obviously, in my case, that meaning is truer. The Divan Versal claims his Bale all bore dragon blood, that he himself... He believes too much in the stories he was told. No dragon has ever given his life to another creature. Not because we can't, just... Can you? No. It does not surprise me. Poor Versal. I will tell you something, Saban, because you are like a little brother. I do not wish for eggs. We can choose to grow them, or choose not to. I choose not to. Mreckmet. But I wonder what I will do when you are dead. My true kin, I was the first of them to be slain. I remember that I fell on the spike of the Fenwalker, and I filled my dying jaws with her. Don't imagine I didn't, but I bled to sleep, and slept a long time. I can only think they followed me to their eggs, my siblings. That I am the first reborn is poetry, isn't it? Maybe it'll be the business of my life then, when you're gone, to find them and wake them, and yes, one day. There are other Drauben I'm sure you would take to, Siobhan. Yarsa is a young knight. He is smart and honorable and very funny. But today I am young enough to fly at your side, and now the summer's gold dragonflies scatter light over the river. The Dieven came here. Versal did? You did not notice the chest? Have you ever seen so many rot and useless things, Pyarch? Well, I'll tell you, kid, it doesn't make much sense. Got some years on you, and I never heard of our Uncle Drow clutching after a gemstone, a coin piece, or even an ornate weapon. I hear you, but this woman says all you have to do is come out to the Walwitbren with me. Ask others. Poor Mr. Grimm lost everything. Didn't even have much for them to take on account of his second wife, from his farm down to the town proper. They slaughtered those who stood against them, and rummaged and took the most gleaming things they found. Hardly any meat. Lot of heirlooms. Gold and silver and jewels. It's not only the first such collection you can expect, mighty spawn. Now that you're older, it is time for your ascendancy. He is at an age with the sap-drinking Svik, Versal. He is still growing. Ascendancy sounds like a fair amount of effort, also. Ascendancy? It's easier when you're young. Your joints are soft, your mind is strong. Versal, Demon Versal. Now you invite human animosity. I have noticed your shoulder is cold and bare since that time. I wonder if your bird simply refuses to return to one who has betrayed his own swearing. Unfair. Traba was a good bird. A cougar likely snagged him. But letting the past be the past, I fail to see how a box of Earthbrights, be they sapphire or silver, will serve Saban. What good 10 such boxes will be, or 20? Could 20 such boxes be found? Filled? It's a tall number for any militia to take on, certainly if they're veteran Drauben. I thought the old warlord's death, that boneheaded knight, was meant to prevent another thing like this. There's not really anyone else who can fight them like we can. And we can, if we're all up to it. I'm not in the worst shape. Not as young as before, though. Give me a battle trade. I can learn. I'm not far past my prime. I've got hoeing hands, farm shoulders, country knowledge, peat in my heart. How long should you be held away from conflict, Saban? It is better for posterity that Dragon announces himself rather than be found skulking among nest neateners. The demon has aged to transparency, has he not? He hopes only to be around to bask in your glory. You are the sun before the dawn still. The day will be everlong. There is no reason to rush your rising. Breathe in the starlight. Hear the song of things. Gain wisdom. What does the sun fear? Let's see. I would love a Drauben calamity, because it would be fun, but a dragon has no use for hurry. My sister is right. I'm also uncertain what all this treasure will yield me. I like its luster, but it's not as if I can sleep upon it. Would you prefer we capture mattresses, great Savan? Blankets and pillows and curtains for your fearsome den? Colorful curtains? The audacity of the Drauben raids is never as high as it was that summer, or the spring that preceded it. But Drauben warriors are hot with imagining, and their eagerness to plunder gleaming things for their new lord does not fully ebb. Pick it up, I guess. So the company is called again to arms. They must trace trails and topple outposts, track stolen treasures to a distant canyon. And there, a mythic maw awaits them. Let's see her swing. To Luna, you will be a mystic. Cool. Alright, well, that was another fun little episode. We are in a new chapter, chapter 4. I was wrong, we are not done, but we have lost some people, and seems like we need to gain some people. So, thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a like. It really does help, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.